Welcome to this installment of Look Forward, where we take a look at the people, places, and things that make Madison so beautiful. I am Rob Dees, and today we are joined by City of Madison Poet Laureate, Angela Trudell Vasquez. How are you doing today, Angie?
I'm doing great. I'm a couple days out from vacation, so I'm really happy to be talking with you.
Cool, cool. Well, I'm going to make it quick so you can get to your vacation. For those that don't know you, can you tell Madison a little bit about yourself, who you are?
Yeah, so I'm a poet, a writer, an activist, an editor. I've been writing since the age of 7. And so this is like my dream come true to be the Madison Poet Laureate. I also have my own press, Art Night Books, and I put some things through that. I'm working on a project right now with Margaret Rosga. We're going to put out an edition with poet laureates and people who make Madison and the city of Milwaukee and the whole state on the charts for poetry. I serve on the Wisconsin Poet Laureate Commission, so I help decide who's the state poet laureate. And I've also served on the Wisconsin Democracy Campaign. So I have a long history of working in different movements. And so when I come to any event, I kind of just bring my whole self. So what you see kind of is what you get. I'm pretty open about that. What else do? I teach poetry when I can. I lecture. I also do work on a national stage as well. Been on AWP a couple times, had that opportunity, Split This Rock. I had 2 things I should have gone this past March to, but I was there in 2016. So I really try and be an active literary citizen and a poetry ambassador. That's what I do.
Literary citizen, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we're literary citizens. That's what we are.
Cool.
Yeah.
That may turn up in a rap somewhere.
Hey, you go ahead. You go right ahead. Yeah.
Cool. So can you tell us about your current project? I know you've done some work with the library, you've done some work with the book festival, and you're also doing something with the Madison Bus Lines program. So can you tell us about your current stuff?
Yes, so many things. It's been a whirlwind, but I'm so grateful for the partnership between the library and the Wisconsin Book Festival and the Madison Metro and just the city. It's really wonderful to have that support. The Bus Line poetry was such a gift. Reading 57 entries, choosing the 27, getting the artwork to model the poem and vice versa, and the form and the content. And I love theory. Like, I could wax poetic on theory. I really get into that. So I was trying to remind myself I'm working with college students, but at the same time, like, I wanted to push them a little. So I would point out things like there's a lot of color in this poem, there's a lot of movement in this poem. How can this picture fit this poem? It's like reverse ekphrastic poetry, which I love ekphrastic poetry. I get a lot of inspiration from visual art. So that was great. The pieces that came out were beautiful, and they really represent the time before the pandemic. And it did sometimes, it was just made me weep because it was so beautiful to know how we were in community and how I hope we will again. But the poems represent a pocket time before the pandemic. So I really hope when people read those poems that they'll be like, wow, we really did love each other. Yeah.
Right. And the hope is that the love grows stronger. That's what we've been looking forward to. So, yeah.
I'm all about the love. Like, even an angry political poem is about love, right?
Right.
Yeah. That's where that comes from.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
So, can you tell us really quick maybe about a person, place, or a thing that is inspiring you in Madison right now?
It is High Stand Park and Radar Hill. In this time I go there, I have written so many poems there for the children. I actually swing on the swing when it's, when I can. Right. I don't take it from a child, but I do swing, and I see this swing is through all my work I've ever done. But now my neighbors are congregating there, and they run up the hill, and they jump up and down, and they do push-ups, and they play with their dogs, and it's big enough we can all be there and social distance. And I've been going over there, like, I'm very much an environmentalist. I've been cleaning up the the little waterways there and watching the rains come back. So that place is beautiful. You have eagles, you have turkeys, you have hawks that are like the size of a big dog. It is a gorgeous place. I had a turkey in my yard the other day that I knew from that area. So that is a gorgeous place. And people are really loving their parks. So if I'm feeling blue, if I'm feeling like I need to get my heart pumping, I'll go up that hill and just see what my neighbors are doing. And you can see forever. It looks like just a big old tree used to be there once that was bigger than we can even think of. And now it's a hollow. And it's gorgeous to watch the children and the people run down that hill. It really is.
Wow. Wow, that is super dope.
Yeah.
Well, cool. So if you want to take
Yeah.
a minute, tell us, maybe there are ways that people can reach you, different types of accounts or web pages, some info.
Yeah. This is my promise. I will make an author website. But right now, Facebook, Angela Trudell Vasquez is where I put a lot of my information, the events that are coming up. And I do have a page on Poetry Foundation under my name. I used to be a Ruth Lilly Fellow back in my 20s before I knew what it meant. And later I kind of talked my way onto that. I said, if you have all these Latinx folks, but you don't have me, you really should because of this and that. So they have purchased 4 poems from me. You can always ask, right? As a writer, you get rejection all the time.
Right.
So I'm very happy that I'm on the poem, and Tracy K. Smith selected a poem for the slowdowns. So that'll be coming out. So I do what I can, but I will definitely, before the end of this year, I'll get a website up and I'll put all my poems and all my books for free so people can download. Yeah.
Well, cool. We will be looking forward to that. Once again, we would like to thank Angie for joining us. This wraps up this segment of Look Forward. Make sure you go to our webpage at lookforwardmadison.org. You can also go to both Facebook and Instagram pages at Look Forward Madison and on Twitter at Look Forward MSN. Until next time, Madison, keep looking forward.